More than 90% of the 2 million poisonings reported each year occur in the home. That's according to poisonprevention.org. This week is National Poison Prevention Week. And for some tips on this, Krista Rhodes. She's a registered nurse with Liberty Home Care and Hospice Services. Krista, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
First, I want to ask you why so many poisonings in the home. Let's start with children first.
Okay. A lot of times children think medications are actually candy. They see them in cute little pill planters that we actually fill for home care visits. We'll fill these pill planters. They think that's a candy. Grandma and Grandpa gives you candy gum out of your pocketbook, and that pocketbook sits on the floor, and they think they've hit the jackpot when they can open a bottle.
They associate that with a piece of hard candy. Interesting. Okay, what about the elderly people in the home?
They are taking medications, more medications than they used to. Over 50% of all elderly senior adults take up to one medication, and then 65% are taking 3 to 5 medications in the home. So the number of available medications that they're taking is higher, and also the availability of over-the-counter medications that used to be prescription medications with drug interactions with the prescription medications is higher too.
So people might accidentally be misusing a combination of drugs, basically?
And they don't know that, a potential medication could interfere with their blood pressure or, their heart medication or any other medication they're taking, their diabetes medication. They're not aware that that's going to have an interaction. They're trying to treat themselves without having to go to the doctor.
So, Krista, how can people avoid this? Parents, mainly.
For parents, child-safe locks on the cabinets, child-safe medicine caps is really important, but that's really hard for seniors because they have arthritic hands and they can't open those medications. So if your grandchild's coming over, put your medications up in a high cabinet where they can't get to, or the child-safe locks, definitely. Don't leave purses on the floor where they can get to them. Put them in a safe place, that kind of thing, if you have medications in your pocketbook and you're visiting with a small child.
So it sounds like the poisonings are very much linked to medications. What can people do with unwanted or old prescriptions? Where can they put those?
There's a week-long campaign going this week called Medication Drop, and it's 185 sites will be in North Carolina. You can go to ncsafekids.org, and that website will list where to take the medications and how to dispose of them. Law enforcement officials are helping with that to be able to dispose of these medications properly.
So that's the best way to do it, instead of just tossing them in the trash at
Absolutely.
home?
If you are going to dispose of them yourself, you want to take and put them in a Ziploc bag, crush the medications, add some water, add either kitty litter or coffee grounds so it's not desirable to any animals or children, and seal that bag, put it in another disposable container, something like a butter container, a bread bag, something that you can seal, an old dishwashing liquid bottle, something like that.
Good to know. I never thought of that.
Seal it up and then throw it away, and that's a safe way to dispose of it too. Make sure your medication labels on bottles, you've marked out all that identifying information, because you don't want anybody to go refill your medication prescription with your information.
All right, Krista, we are out of time, but Krista Rhodes with Liberty Home Care and Hospice Services, thank you for that information.
Thank you.